Welcome back to more Explorers of Darkness. Last time we beat the shit out of Groudon and finished up the expedition. This time, well, it's just back to normal life at the guild, allegedly, for, probably about 3 seconds, I suppose. Oh, well, it actually is just back to normal life at the guild. Oh, nope, never mind. We can't even get 1 day back at the guild before some shit goes on. Also, you can't even get mad at Diglett for not being able to identify these footprints, considering Dusknoir doesn't fucking have feet. In fact, Sentry Duty, I feel like that's a very... I'm sure this has never been said before, but... Okay, first of all, what the fuck? I gotta cut myself off. Why the fuck is this guy insulting us? First of all, she makes a good point. Yeah, like, he's insulting us as if we haven't done Sentry Duty 3 times and done it literally fucking perfectly every time. You sack of shit, Loudred. Go fuck yourself. Dusknoir, oh my god, my fucking hero. Makes so sidetracked, just saying stupid shit, oh my god. Yeah, can you really blame him, considering that Dusknoir doesn't fucking have feet? And yeah, Sentry Duty is probably not a very good, like, surveillance method, considering any, like, ghost Pokemon, or Pokemon with no feet, like Porygon Z, like, what the fuck are you supposed to do about that, man? I guess in the case of Porygon Z, it's something that isn't even really supposed to fucking exist in the world of PMD, considering it's made by humans. I don't know. Definitely another thing the devs probably didn't think too hard about. The most famous explorer, Dusknoir, who has never been mentioned until right now, and nobody really actually knows anything about him, you fucking LARPing posers. Famous almost overnight. I really wonder why, huh? Does all this exploring solo. He clearly must have practiced on Rescue Team, I really wish we could actually like, I wish we got to actually see Dusknoir do anything before the whole, like the whole face heel turn later in the game. Like, they hype him up so much in the scene, and, like, I get that he's supposed to come out of nowhere, because, he's from the future and shit, but, like, I wish there was ever a moment where he ever actually really does anything. He acts diplomacy upon the tribe of, Ant Plans, which will be coming pretty shortly here, by the way. But, like, other than that, when he's here with us, he doesn't actually really do shit. I do also like, though, that they actually stay true to their word about not telling anybody about what happened to Fogbound Lake. Nice little detail in the dialogue. I do find it more strange that, like... I mean, like, obviously no one's suspicious of Dusknoir, right? Because he's nothing but helpful, and he's pretty famous, but, like... The fact that he comes out of nowhere, like, it kind of bothers me that, like, literally nobody in the guild at all is suspicious for any reason. I don't know. I mean, it'd be equally as awkward if they suddenly were just super suspicious of him for no reason, but... I don't know. Maybe it's just because I hate celebrities and celebrity culture, but... I'm definitely the type who, like, here's a big-name celebrity out of nowhere start getting talked about, and I kind of just wonder, like, this person is just a fucking industry plant, aren't they? Why should I care about this person, I don't know. I guess this is a very different world than the human one, and people in this game world are far less cynical and, more gullible. I don't know. This is a dumb tangent, but anyway. Let's, find some missions to do. In fact, we still have some leftover missions. First of all, put all our old friends back on the team. It's been so long, like maybe an hour or so, since we got to see them last time. Since we last got to see them, I should say. I can't even fucking speak English properly. Get Polibo and Grimo back in there. And look at how big the gap in levels between us is now. It's a shame. Got so many levels during the expedition, holy crap. Holy shit. Team AWD, holy shit, enter. You have any news on Zero Isle? Not for quite a while, bud. I'm not gonna lie. Their learned abilities are 0 to... Oh my god. I mean, that's true about some of the Zero Isle dungeons, is you lose all of your items. Repeat gods. Anyway, let's take a look at what missions we got. Sealed Chamber. I forgot Sealed Chamber missions were even in the game. You know what? Fuck it, sure. Let's take a Sealed Chamber mission. Might as well do at least one escort mission for the playthrough, even if they're torture. Am I right? And I think, first of all, we're getting S-rank missions from the Expedition dungeons. I forgot you were allowed to go right back to them right away. I thought you had to wait until the post-game to re-access any of them, but I think it's just Steam Cave you have to wait until the post-game to get access to again. Also, we have a mission here from Magnezone with triple question marks as the reward. I think this is actually a, I think this is an egg reward, although it's just in Waterfall Cave, so it's nothing special. Like several Foggy Forest missions. The rewards are nothing crazy, but there's so many of them we might as well, you know. Heck, we took a few too many missions, holy crap. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do something adventurous for once. See what this last mission here we couldn't accept was. Yeah, nothing special. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this escort mission at some point. And it's probably gonna be torture, but, whatever. Anyway, let's go get all of our gear sorted out. Okay, first things first, let's open some boxes. Oh yeah, and you can see Chansey's down there now. We have unlocked the ability to get eggs for missions now. Maybe we'll do that in the future, I don't know. Not even gonna comment on the obvious curiosity that is, you know, people just giving away eggs to random explorers who complete missions, but whatever. Get rid of all this crap in our inventory. We have way too much of it. Although we can definitely afford to bring more items now because we have 5 whole pages of bag space. It's glorious. See, what mission are we gonna do first here, actually? Do all the Foggy Forest missions first. I mean, that's like 4 or 3 outlaw missions in a row. We're actually gonna wanna get some pretty good shit ready for that, because it's gonna be hard. Did we not have an... Didn't we have an extra power band before? Where the hell did it go? Oh, yeah, it's right there. I'm just blind. Alright, get all of our boxes. Also just get some... Don't really need that, but... Get an extra Reviver Seed. An extra Heal Seed. And before we move on to the dungeon, yeah, let's take a quick intermission to open up some boxes. Surely they will have something good in them, right? Alright, we opened up all these boxes. I can pretty confidently say, no, it was mostly just a bunch of crap. The only noteworthy thing is we got this Meganium Claw here, which says boost attack for Chikorita, Bayleaf, and Meganium. And, well, we also got some gummies, that's good. And then some other just totally useless items, but we might as well leave this little claw item in our inventory. It's just passive stats for Chico here. You know, sure, why the hell not? It's always good. It's always beneficial, even. Oh my god. You guys have anything good? Flamethrower. Well, I'm so fucking broke I can't afford that, which actually really sucks. I would really love to get Flamethrower. I don't remember any of the TMs being as expensive as 8,000 though. That's fucking brutal. Please tell me I have enough saved up. I highly doubt it, but please tell me. Fuck. Yep, nope, we don't have enough for that. Well, that sucks. No Flamethrower for us, but now that we got everything sorted out, head on over to the dungeon and totally not get our asses kicked. Alright, Foggy Forest time. Should actually be able to recruit the stuff that appears here now. Yeah. The only of these recruits that's really noteworthy is probably Smeargle. And even if we do recruit him, well, we'll definitely want to get one. We probably won't use him for a long time, but Smeargle is just fucking ridiculous in this game. And I hope in the future I'll be able to show why. Again, won't be for a long time, though. It takes a lot of investment to get a good Smeargle. Hey, Hoo-Hoot, wow. I think Hoo-Hoot sucks. I do not like it, or Noctowl at all. But, you know, we're gonna recruit it anyway. Was 6, 8, 9, and 10. With Shelder and Wingull, those are actually gonna be 2 pretty fucking annoying Pokemon to fight, I feel like. no Smeargle, unfortunate. New move for Polybo, double throw, ooh. That's really fucking good. That's really fucking good. Accuracy is pretty bad, but it's a multi-hit move. Hey, cannot complain about it at all. That's amazing. Oh, I did not want to send you home, no. You still got quite a bit of EXP for the next level. Okay, well, let's feed people some gummies. Give Chico that one, I guess. We'll also give some to... Okay, gray gummies for rocks, right? Yeah, let's give that to Remo. Status checker. Nice. Wow. Doesn't really matter for him. Silver for steel. Yeah, let's give it to Polybo. He also got status checker. There we go. Shit, that means we can actually leave Hypnosis enabled for him. Good stuff, good stuff. We also gotta equip our items, of course. We're actually gonna really want them this time. Alright. I don't remember about this Meganium Claw, by the way. I don't know how much of a boost this is. Let's take a quick look. 47 attack while holding it. Now let's drop it. Which, by the way, these items... Oh, it's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna have to do some weird fuckery to show it. But let's set you to wait there. Set you to wait there. As you can see, it actually has a unique sprite. In fact, this is just like the Quick Claw sprite. There was, this is something I noticed while, like, looking for sprites to make the thumbnails for these videos. Is that there are a bunch of sprites for, like, exclusive items that you would basically never see under normal circumstances. You would only see them by just putting them on the floor in a dungeon like that, and you would obviously never do that. Why the fuck would you do that? But the interesting thing is a lot of those exclusive items, they actually have sprites, that are clearly just, like, the held items from mainline Pokemon. So you have, like, a King's Rock, a Quick Claw, like, the, there's, like, the Max Revive. That's not even a held item, but one of the exclusive items uses the sprite for that. And there's also, there's some others. There's one for, like, the Focus Band. It's neat. I'll show some images of the sprites over to the side. Cool stuff. But again, it's a detail that I feel like a huge number of people probably never noticed, because assuming they even mess around with exclusive items, again, you would never ever be dropping these in a dungeon. And when enemies drop them, it's in the form of boxes, so, like, you're pretty much never going to see this stuff, and I find it pretty fascinating. Gummies. No, we're not getting, like, any stats from eating gummies, and it's really depressing. Surely I get something from eating this, right? Nothing. Oh, come on, man. That's brutal. No Smeargle recruit either. I definitely would like to get a Smeargle before we get out of here. For the future, you know. Doesn't really need to be right now, because we wouldn't use it for a long time anyway. There's no way I can get down there before it just gets killed, right? Yeah, it's just done. Whatever, moving on. More gummies. There's so many gummies here, my lord. I'm being greedy and hoarding them all for myself and not even getting any stats out of it. Fucking sucks. I need them stats. Well, for the main story, you don't really need them, but I really want them. You know? Special band, we don't need another one of those. And recruits would be nice as well. I already said I would really like to recruit Smeargle for the future. Destination floor. I already forgot what the objective here is. Rescue Linoone. Okay. Well, nothing special. If we're lucky, we will just be able to find him really quickly. I'm just gonna keep hoarding heal seeds, by the way. Fortunately, Linoone is constrained to land, which means he won't be wandering off into the middle of, like, the water, or anything in the middle of the map where I can't get him. Other level for Chico, level 20, nice. Magical Leaf, not very good, to be honest. Guaranteed accuracy, that's really good, except Chico's already a female, and has the accuracy boost, so not really necessary. And it's also not even a ranged move. Like, 8 PP, and, like, cutting corners, that's good range. Not being ranged for Magical Leaf, that really sucks. Yeah, there's Linoone, by the way. Excuse me, oh my god, I, like, hiccuped a little bit as I said that. Yeah, Magical Leaf, if it were, like, if it had more PP, it'd probably be okay, because not, like, having perfect accuracy, that's really good, but 8 PP, like, no, that's just way too low. And, like, yeah, some IQ groups get, like, multi-talent, which just gives all your moves extra PP, which is insane, by the way. But oh my god. That hurt really bad, fuck. I don't believe Chico's IQ group, I don't think it gets multi-talent. Anyway, you might be wondering, why the hell did that Frustration do so much damage? What the fuck was that? Because Frustration, if you've played a level reset dungeon in this game, you know Frustration is one of the most, like, valuable and possibly powerful moves in the game. Because it does more damage the lower your IQ is, and enemies in this dungeon have no IQ, which means it's at its max power and will do a set 45 damage, which is fucking insane. That's a lot of damage. Doubly funny that Buneary actually learns Frustration, because I assume a lot of people know this, but in Gen 4, I want to say it's the only Pokemon in the game, or one of the only ones that actually has a base friendship value of 0 when you catch it, which means it fucking hates you as soon as you catch it. And so it learning Frustration pretty early, that's kind of funny, like, storytelling there in a way, you know? Definitely makes it a threat in this dungeon, though. I'm kind of surprised that's never come up, like, in the previous episodes when we were in here. I'm surprised that was never relevant. That's funny. Anyway, you gotta lock in, because it's outlaw time, hopefully. Alright, this is a pretty decent spawn. I should have brought more disabling items, but I only brought a single sleep seed, so we will throw that. We don't really actually need to do that. Oh, an X-IC right there. That's literally perfect, because we can use it for one of the upcoming outlaws. Now we can grab the X-IC and have everybody just start ganging up on him. Oh yeah, and as you can see there, you can actually have multiple major statuses in this game. You can be poisoned and asleep at the same time, unlike in mainline where that can't happen. I guess it makes up for statuses rarely being very relevant in PMD. Here we go. Pretty easy stuff. But we still got 2 more outlaws on top of this to beat up, so we are far from finished. Next one is Wingull, and being water flying, like, that's a damn good type. And it also means it can threaten Chico and Moth here, so we're gonna have to be careful. Oh! We've recruited Breloom, that's really, really good. Well, I don't actually know how good Breloom is, but Breloom is very cute. And the fact that it's actually evolved, I didn't even realize we could recruit, like, any evolved Pokemon at this point, although I'm gonna have to check this in post. I'll let you know through, like, the little text box down there, but I'm not sure, like, you definitely get recruit bonuses based on what level the leader is, and I don't know when those start kicking in, but assuming we actually, like, I'll have to check when the recruit bonuses kick in, and I'll have to check what Breloom's recruit rate is, because maybe we just got really lucky. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think there's a way we can move here to, oh, I forgot, it's X-eyed, so it'll just move all the way into the corner itself, and we can just corner it. Oh. Remo's gotta be goddamn careful where he's setting off those pin missiles, or they're gonna fly straight into me and kill me, Jesus Christ. A double slap and pin missiles, just an insane combination. And I'm gonna drop the Frustration TM. If this were a level reset dungeon, that would be really nice, but it's not, so not really useful at all. And then the other, like, side of the same coin, where Frustration is great for level resets, Return is kind of just terrible always. Because you need to have, I don't know how much IQ, I assume you need to have maxed out IQ, get its maximum set damage of 45. And by the time you have maxed out IQ, 45 damage is probably less than your A button attack, so I'm not sure why the fuck you'd ever want to do that. I don't know, it doesn't matter though, because we recruited a Zigzagoon, pretty nice. He's not quite the same monster that he was in Rescue Team, but he is cute nonetheless. Ooh, that's a shitload of damage. I did not want Remo getting hit by that. What the hell? I do want more levels for Volleyball though. Remo is starting to fall behind a little bit in levels. Jesus Christ, I can't even speak at all. And my throat is getting sore from how much I've been, you know, yapping this recording session. I'm glad recording the Expedition episodes went as well as they did. I thought I'd have no idea what to say for the entirety of it, but no, it actually went just fine. Cannot complain there. What I can complain about is might be bad. Okay, here's the plan. Force Polibo to just use Hypnosis and try to line ourselves up well. We don't have any more disabling items, so we want this thing to fall asleep really badly. Alright, there we go. We can probably just kill this thing now, to be honest. The extra damage from Poison Powder is pretty inconsequential, but it's more damage, so, you know, whatever, who cares? Not sure why Chico didn't attack there. Kind of weird, but let's just go crazy and kill this thing. Or just miss our Ember. absolutely owned. That was a pretty productive outlaw beating session. Got some nice recruits. No Smeargle, though. That's pretty sad, but Breloom is a pretty goddamn awesome Pokemon to recruit, just because I like it a lot, so, you know, it was a win in the end. We're definitely not going to be ranking up anytime soon. We already needed, like, 1,100 points to rank up, and we're not going to be getting any more than, like, 100 points anytime soon, so... Again, probably not going to be ranking up, honestly, until the post-game. I highly, highly doubt I'm going to grind enough missions to actually rank up before the end of the game to gold rank, which is going to be a problem, because I think we're at silver rank now. We only have, like, 200 item storage spaces, and I'm just going to spoil it. By the end of the game, we are probably going to hit that limit, because our inventory, like, our storage is going to get clogged up with a bunch of dumb bullshit at some point. That little animation Magnezone does when you beat up a recruit, or, I'm sorry, beat up an outlaw, the animation he does is so funny with, like, the flashing magnets. This is gonna sound really dumb, but I think it just occurred to me that's probably why Magnemite and Magnezone are the, police Pokemon, is because their magnets can glow, like, red and blue, like police sirens. That's pretty funny, and I also feel like it's so obvious, I'm not really sure how I never picked up on that until now, or maybe I did pick up on it, and I just forgot because I'm an idiot. Anyway, fucking jobbers are back for some reason. I'm gonna be real. One of the biggest gripes with this game's story I have is probably how Team Skull is used, and that is, like... I think it really probably, like... I don't know, the scene where they get beat up by Wigglytuff, I should say the aftermath of them getting beat up by Wigglytuff, is, like, there to just show that Wigglytuff is actually serious, and he's actually strong. Although we kind of already had that when he has his nuclear Tard Rage after Apple Woods, so I'm not really sure. I really wish that would have culminated with, like, a fight against Team Skull, to be honest, at Fogbound Lake. I think that would have been better, because, like, I think they should have been beat up by, the player and partner, to show how much the player and partner have grown throughout the game so far. And I really think after that, they should have kind of just pissed off and not been in the story anymore, because the fact they keep showing up... At this point, I don't think it's that bad, but especially later on in the game, the fact they keep showing up, even though they've long overstayed their welcome, it honestly bothers me. Like, they're pretty much just, like low-stakes bully characters, right? They exist to just, like, be a dickhead to you and your partner and beat you up and take your lunch money. But later on in the game, like, this is a JRPG, so we fight, like, reality-warping, like, god-level threats, and yet they're still fucking showing their stupid faces for some reason. Like, I really do think they should have just been cut from the story, and by the end of the first half of the game, like, by the time the expedition and, like, Ant Plains is done, I really think Team Skull should have just pissed off. Anyway, though, that's enough for this episode. Next time, we're just gonna go back to daily guild life again. So, see you next time.